Have you ever felt like someone is hiding their true feelings from you, like they're holding back, keeping something locked away in that vault they call their heart? Let me tell you, it's a common problem. People put up walls, they build fortresses around their emotions, and it can be downright frustrating trying to break through. We're gonna dive deep into the labyrinth of hidden feelings, specifically those secret signals that someone, and let's be honest, it's usually he might be sending when he's got it bad for you. We're talking about that heart-pounding, butterflies in the stomach kind of love. Because let's face it, folks, relationships are built on trust, vulnerability, and a whole lot of truth-telling. So if you're ready to decipher the code of love, buckle up because we're about to get real. Now, recognizing when someone's not being upfront about their feelings, well, that's a whole other can of worms. It's not just about reading between the lines, it's about understanding the unspoken words, the silent cries for help that often go unnoticed. It's like trying to navigate a minefield blindfolded. One wrong step and boom, misunderstanding, frustration, resentment. It's a delicate dance, a balancing act that requires patience and a keen sense of awareness. You see, folks, men especially, are taught to suppress their emotions, to put on a brave face, to man up. From a young age, they're conditioned to believe that showing emotion is a sign of weakness. They're told vulnerability is a weakness, and that's a load of hogwash if you ask me. Vulnerability is actually a strength, a sign of true courage. This emotional constipation, this inability to express what's truly going on in their hearts, it leads to all sorts of problems. It creates a barrier, a wall that keeps others at a distance. They send mixed signals, they clam up, they retreat into their man caves, leaving you wondering what in the world is going on. It's a defense mechanism, a way to protect themselves from getting hurt. And you know what? It's not fair to you. You deserve clarity, honesty, and emotional transparency. You deserve someone who's going to meet you halfway, someone who's willing to be open and honest about their feelings. Someone who values emotional intimacy as much as you do. But here's the kicker. Sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. It's so ingrained in them that it becomes an automatic response. They've bottled up their emotions for so long that it's become second nature. It's like a reflex, something they do without even thinking. They've built walls so high and so thick that they can't even see over them, let alone tear them down. These walls are their fortress, their safe haven. That's why it's important to pay attention to the signs, to those subtle cues that betray their carefully constructed facades. It's in the little things, the small gestures that reveal their true feelings. Because believe me, when a man is fighting his feelings, it shows. It seeps through the cracks, no matter how hard they try to hide it. It's in the way he looks at you when he thinks you're not paying attention. Those stolen glances, those moments of vulnerability. It's in the way he stumbles over his words when he's around you. The nervous laughter, the awkward pauses. It's in the way he goes out of his way to do things for you, even if it means sacrificing his own time and energy. Those acts of kindness, those moments of selflessness. So how do you know if he's just being nice or if there's something more simmering beneath the surface? How do you distinguish between genuine kindness and hidden affection? That's what we're going to uncover today. We're going to delve deep, peel back the layers, and reveal the truth. We're going to peel back the layers, break down those walls, and expose the truth about his hidden feelings. It's time to get to the heart of the matter. Get ready to become an emotional detective, folks, because we're about to crack the code of love. Let's embark on this journey together and uncover the hidden truths. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. How can you tell if a guy is harboring a secret crush? What are the telltale signs that his heart is doing the tango while his brain is trying to play it cool? First off, pay attention to his body language. You see, our bodies have a funny way of betraying our true emotions even when we try to mask them. Does he lean in when you're talking, like he's hanging on to your every word? Does he find excuses to touch you, like brushing your arm or fixing a stray hair? These are classic signs that he's physically drawn to you, even if he hasn't worked up the courage to say it out loud. Next, let's talk about eye contact. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and I couldn't agree more. Does he hold your gaze a little longer than necessary? Does he look away quickly when you catch him staring like a deer in headlights? These are telltale signs that he's interested, but maybe a little shy about it. And speaking of shy, let's talk about his communication style. Does he turn into a bumbling mess when you're around? Does he stumble over his words, tell bad jokes, and generally act like he's auditioning for a role in a slapstick comedy? Now, I'm not saying that every awkward guy is secretly in love with you. But if he's normally smooth and collected around others and suddenly transforms into a nervous wreck in your presence, well, it might be time to raise an eyebrow. Another dead giveaway is how he treats you compared to others. Does he go out of his way to do things for you, like offering to help with a project, giving you a ride home, or simply remembering your favorite coffee order? Does he seem genuinely interested in your life, asking you questions and actually listening to your answers? These are all signs that he values you and wants to make a good impression. Now, I'm not saying that every act of kindness is a declaration of love, but if he's consistently going above and beyond for you, it's a good indication that you hold a special place in his heart. So, there you have it, folks. These are just a few of the signs that a man might be secretly smitten with you. Remember, everyone expresses love differently, so trust your gut and pay attention to those subtle cues. And don't forget, sometimes the most obvious signs are right in front of you, hidden in plain sight. So keep your eyes and heart open. Okay, so you've spotted the signs, you've deciphered the code, and you're pretty darn sure this guy's got it bad for you. Now what? Well, it's time to have the talk. Now, before you panic, I'm not talking about marriage proposals or baby names. I'm talking about open and honest communication. You see, folks, the key to unlocking someone's heart is creating a safe space for them to be vulnerable. That means approaching the conversation with empathy, understanding, and a whole lot of patience. Start by choosing the right time and place. Don't ambush him with a heart-to-heart when he's stressed, distracted, or in the middle of watching the big game. Find a quiet moment when you can both relax and focus on each other. Next, set the tone by being open and honest about your own feelings. Tell him that you've noticed he might be holding back, and that you want to create a space where you can both feel comfortable sharing your true selves. Now here's the crucial part. Listen, and I mean really listen, without interrupting, judging, or offering unsolicited advice. Let him know that you're there for him no matter what he has to say. If he's hesitant to open up, try asking open-ended questions that encourage him to share his thoughts and feelings. For example, instead of asking, "Are you hiding something?" try saying, "I've noticed you seem a little quiet lately. Is there anything you want to talk about?" Remember, vulnerability is a two-way street. If you want him to open up to you, you need to be willing to do the same. Share your own experiences, your fears, your insecurities. Let him see that it's okay to not be okay all the time. The goal here isn't to force him to confess his undying love for you. It's about creating a foundation of trust and communication so you can build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic. This way you both feel heard, valued, and understood, paving the way for a deeper connection. Look, we've covered a lot of ground today, folks. We've talked about the challenges of recognizing hidden feelings, the telltale signs that someone might be crushing on you, and the importance of open and honest communication. But here's the bottom line. Relationships thrive on authenticity. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to express our true selves without fear of judgment, we create a deeper, more meaningful connection with the people around us. So the next time you get that gut feeling that someone might be hiding their true feelings from you, don't ignore it. Don't brush it under the rug or pretend it's not there. Address it head-on with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to listen. Remember, communication is a two-way street. It's about speaking your truth with kindness and respect, but it's also about actively listening to the other person's perspective, even if it's not what you want to hear. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Breaking down walls and navigating the complexities of the human heart takes time, effort, and a whole lot of patience. But trust me, the rewards are well worth it. Because at the end of the day, we all crave connection, intimacy, and the feeling of being truly seen and understood for who we are. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced this situation firsthand? Have you ever struggled to decipher someone's true feelings? What advice would you give to someone who's trying to navigate the murky waters of hidden emotions? Share your thoughts, your stories, your insights in the comments below. Let's create a community of support and encouragement, where we can learn from each other and build stronger, healthier relationships. And hey, while you're at it, why not check out some of our other videos on relationships, communication, and personal growth? We've got a whole library of content designed to help you live your best life. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. We're all in this together, folks, so let's keep the conversation going, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep loving. We've all been there, wondering if someone feels the same way we do. But remember, relationships shouldn't be guessing games. You deserve someone who's open and honest with you, someone who's not afraid to show you their heart. Don't settle for anything less. Now go out there, communicate your needs, and find yourself someone who's brave enough to meet you halfway. You deserve it.